actually I'm back to a new Kingdom Hearts pre-stream. And if y'all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And yeah, we are doing some Kingdom Hearts BBS, Birth by Sleep. Yes, gonna be doing some Birth by Sleep. Yes, I would. We'll go ahead and do the whole skipping the opening, because a lot of us already know on how Birth by Sleep is, right? Or how the story is, which again definitely has a very interesting story for a lot of us, for a lot of people that have actually played Birth by Sleep. I would definitely say. And yeah, we'll actually do Ventus. Be doing some Ventus or Van. Right? Be doing some Van. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Doing very well. Again, I'm just so happy, still so happy that we are actually getting a sequel to the Simpsons movie. Very, very happy that we are getting a sequel to it. I definitely been wanting a sequel for the Simpsons movie for such a long time, and I'm glad we're finally getting one. Just 2 years from now. Yeah, 2 years. In 2027. We'll be getting the Simpsons movie 2. Definitely very, very happy that we are finally going to be getting one. Because, again, I loved the first one. Right? Definitely one of my all-time favorite movies, I would definitely say. Probably my top 5, at least, my top 5 favorite movies of all time. The Simpsons movie would be up there. I would definitely say. And again, how The Simpsons has already gotten season 37, or has already premiered, or had season 7 premiered, right? Which is crazy. And season 36 now on Disney Plus. I definitely do like the new seasons, but I always go back and basically watch the older seasons. I don't know why. Well, I just love the older seasons. I would probably say a bit more. Okay, that was a fail. I tried to get over to where that chest was, but... And speaking of Birth by Sleep, I'm sure a lot of y'all already know, but yeah, of course the Jungle Book, right? The whole Jungle Book, that was going to be a world in Birth by Sleep. Which, yeah, that should be a world, for real. I feel like, yeah, I know a lot of people probably don't watch the Jungle Book now, in this day and age, but I still think that the Jungle Book would still be a pretty good movie to come as a world in Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I definitely found it to be a pretty good movie, right? I definitely found it to be a pretty good movie. I mean, yeah, of course I prefer the first one. I do prefer the first Jungle Book over the second one. I mean, the second one wasn't that bad either, but... I mean, I've seen some people say, when it comes to Bambi, that they prefer the second. I do remember a comment back on the original 3-Bit TV series, that somebody actually mentioned of how they preferred the second Bambi. Right, how they preferred the second Bambi. I mean, yeah, I definitely liked both Bambis, I would say. I did like both Bambis. I would definitely say. I thought Bambi 2 was pretty good. And again, I am also still waiting for Bambi The Reckoning to come out for me to be able to watch. Hopefully, when it comes to Peacock. That's what I did with Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare and Screamboat when they came out on Peacock. I was able to watch it on there. So yeah, hopefully, it won't be so long of a wait until it comes to Peacock. Right. Definitely gonna watch it. I can tell y'all that. Definitely going to watch it. Whenever it does come to Disney Plus, not that kind of movie. I can tell you that. Not those kind of movies. Those are certainly not going to be going on Disney Plus for sure. I can tell you that. But yeah, when they come to something I can actually stream, right, on one of the streaming platforms that I actually have, and because I don't really want to buy it just to watch it, right, for the first time, because obviously I would want to watch it first, like on a streaming thing, and if it's a movie that I actually like, then yeah, eventually I may want to get it, right, be a movie that I may want to get to actually own. You know what I mean? But most of the time, I like to just stream it first. Stream the said movie that I'm watching first. Before I even think on... And of course, it just depends, obviously, also, if I enjoy it as well. Right? If I enjoy the movie as well, I would definitely buy it. I mean... Yeah, of course, if you're not going to like it, right? If you don't like the movie, then why you buy it, though? That's just what I want to say, right? Because there wouldn't really be any reason if you buy a movie that you just don't like. I mean, I have seen at my Walmart, that they do have the Snow White live action. And again, we are in the Snow White world on here. We are in the Snow White world, because obviously we're chasing down the 7 dwarfs. But yeah, the Snow White live action is probably one of my least favorite of the live actions. I mean, I really didn't like any... There was hardly really anything I liked in the live action, except maybe for the 7 dwarfs designs I liked. Maybe besides the whole 7 dwarfs design, that is the only thing I can think of, and I can say that I liked with the Snow White live action. Everything else I really didn't care much for. Really didn't like or care for. Yeah, it's just really not one of my favorite live actions, I would say. I mean, again, The Lion King would definitely be up there on my favorites. The Lion King live action. Aladdin is also another good one as well. Even though of course, will always prefer, I'll always prefer Robin Williams' Genie. 100%. For all of my life, I'll always prefer Robin Williams' Genie. I mean, yeah, Will Smith, I have nothing against Will Smith, I'll say. And as an actor. I mean, there are some movies that I have watched that has Will Smith in it that I really do like. But again, he just will never be as good as Robin Williams as the Genie. We can all say that, right? I mean, Robin Williams himself is the Genie from Aladdin, right? We can just say. Kind of like how Tom Kenny is SpongeBob and Spyro, right? We can just say. Like, nobody can really do it better as the original, right? The original actors. And what made them very, very lovable, right? Made the characters very popular and very lovable and remembered a lot as well. And Yeah, I can definitely say that, though. The Little Mermaid live action I did like, too. I actually did like the live action Little Mermaid. It was a pretty alright, pretty good live action. Again, the 101 Dalmatians I also liked as well. I still have not seen Maleficent, which I'm pretty sure it's a live action of Sleeping Beauty. I'm not too sure exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like a live action or just a movie, right, that they just made, or if it connects to anything. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I haven't seen that. Maleficent. Beauty and the Beast, I also liked the live action of as well. I love the live action of Beauty and the Beast. Lady and the Tramp is another one that I liked. Yeah, I definitely liked Lady and the Tramp live action. It was another pretty good one I enjoyed. Let's see. Cinderella. Cinderella's live action I did enjoy as well. Yeah, I definitely liked the live action Cinderella. I thought it was a pretty good movie, I would definitely say. Definitely a pretty good movie. Trying to again, there's loads of live actions. I can just tell you that. Right, there are loads of live actions. Just loads that you can just go on for days, basically. You can just go on for days on just the amount of live actions that there are. Just absolutely crazy, just the amount that there is. The Jungle Book is another one that I watched. Dumbo as well. Dumbo's live action I also watched. I have also watched, again, just trying to think from the top of my head, because again, there's lots of live actions. There are lots of them. All I can say, there is a lot of them. But I pretty much, I felt like, watched just about all of the live actions that I can think of. Now, there is one live action I'll never watch, and that is the Mulan live action. Just because it doesn't have really one of the biggest parts that I love about Mulan, and that is, of course, Mushu. They removed Mushu from the live action Mulan. I mean, that's basically what made the movie really good to me. And also, of course, Shan Yu, right? Shan Yu being another one of my favorite Disney villains. But also, yeah, the songs were pretty good as well. But again, the biggest thing is 100% Mushu. That is why I love Mulan. At least the first one. I didn't really care much for the second one. But yeah, I can just definitely say for sure I am not watching the live action Mulan. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I am just not gonna say that. I'm sorry for any of the people that wanted to see me review what my thoughts are on the live action Mulan, but I'm sorry, but I'm just not gonna do it. Just because they removed one of the biggest things what I love about the movie. I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all would probably agree with me as well. Right? I'm sure a lot of y'all would agree. 100% agree. I am very positive. There you go. That's Snow White's world done. Again, with BBS, Birth by Sleep, when you do visit the worlds, when it comes to the stories, they're actually, when you come to think of it, they're not very long as you would think. I mean, that's not a bad thing, though. But, yeah, definitely one of them that you could actually speedrun, and it probably wouldn't be all that long. As long as you speedrun, you would be able to speedrun one character. The story for one character, of course. But, yeah, I feel like that definitely not one of the hardest or longest, I would say. It is also somewhat of a short game, I would definitely say, too. Speaking of Sleeping Beauty, that's where we'll be going next. We'll go ahead and go to Sleeping Beauty's world. Enchanted Dominion. I'm pretty sure they're still working on the slasher movie of Sleeping Beauty. I'm pretty sure they're still working on it. I know they've released screenshots back in the day too, back then for a slasher movie of Sleeping Beauty. I'm not sure if it's still happening or not. I haven't heard anything if it's happening still or not. Yeah, if it's still happening or not, I haven't really seen anything. I'm guessing it still is. Again, I haven't heard anything when it comes to that. Yeah, I don't need to forget about the links. Or the day links, right? The day links here. Which I do like the whole day links in Birth by Sleep. I think they're pretty cool. Right? A little something different compared to summons. Right? Compared to the summons like on the other games. I feel like that they're pretty interesting in Birth by Sleep. The same thing goes with the whole leveling up commands, which I did do a 1203 Barrett TV revival episode on that. Right, talking about that whole mechanic, if y'all didn't see that one. And of course, I talked about, like, is it a good mechanic, right? Which I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that probably would not, or would say that they do not like the whole fact that you level up the commands, like the magic, thunder, or the magic, the attacks, right? Any of the special moves, too, that you would normally level up as well. I'm sure a lot of people aren't really a big fan of it, but I do personally find it pretty interesting, and again, something different. Because again, that's what I find interesting with a lot of the different the installments on on Kingdom Hearts is that each game has something different, right? Introduces something different, and is maybe tied to the said game, to that one game. Like, again, the whole command boards, the Mirage Arena, and the whole leveling up your commands and all that is only on Birth by Sleep and no other games. And the reaction commands is only in Kingdom Hearts 2. Hopefully it will be returning in Kingdom Hearts 4 though, the reaction commands. And I guess somewhat there are sort of some reaction commands on Kingdom Hearts 3, at least the Remind DLC. I mean, if you think about it, on some of the parts on the Remind DLC, there are some buttons that, or some sections that do resemble reaction commands. So, yeah, I guess they somewhat kind of made a little bit of an appearance in the Remind DLC, right? I'm guessing. I mean, not exactly as you would think when it comes to, like, in the whole game entirely, like, Kingdom Hearts 2, for example, I would probably say. But, I mean, that's definitely one of my favorite parts of Kingdom Hearts 2, I would definitely say, is the whole, reaction commands. I definitely do like. Especially the different finishing parts as well, on some of the boss fights as well. I really do enjoy. So yeah, that's definitely one big thing I am really hoping to see in Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, just from the reveal trailer back in 2022, I would definitely say that, you know that one section with Sora fighting that dark side of what it reminds, if it is a dark side, which it definitely looks like a dark side. You know, it's showing what it looked to be reaction commands, right? Looked to be a reaction command. So, yeah, definitely looking like, and maybe we will be getting reaction commands in Kingdom Hearts 4. I certainly hope so, right? I certainly hope so. Because, again, when it comes to, especially the boss fights, yeah, there are some really cool, really cool moments with their reaction commands. I would especially love to see in Kingdom Hearts 4. Like, if we have a Darth Vader fight, I mean, that's still something I'm really hoping for as well. If Star Wars World, of course, which is probably pretty much confirmed. Again, it's pretty much confirmed, I would probably say, and a lot of other people would say as well, just from the reveal trailer, with people spotting an AT-AT leg. I think that's what it's called. Those four-legged huge robots. But, yeah, they've spotted, a lot of people have spotted what looked to be that from Star Wars in one of the shots from the trailer. So, yeah, Star Wars being in Kingdom Hearts, and I feel like it's about time that Star Wars does come to Kingdom Hearts. I mean, I say that a lot, too. I will admit, I do say that a lot. Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts, which, yeah, I honestly do see being in Kingdom Hearts, especially 4. I mean, Star Wars was supposed to be in Kingdom Hearts before, like in some mobile games, and past mobile games that were cancelled. There was actually concept art of Star Wars, some of the areas from Star Wars, like the whole desert area, that whole desert village, town, place from the Star Wars movies, and looked like what might have been a Death Star section as well. So yeah, Star Wars has been known, or they have tried to do Star Wars for quite some time. I mean, look at Toy Story. They've been trying to do Toy Story ever since the beginning of the series as well. Like with the first game. There were, again, one of the screenshots of the whole world map showing a concept art picture of the world map showing what it looked to be Toy Story, because it had Al's Toy Barn on it and Pizza Planet too. So yeah, ever since Kingdom Hearts 1, Square Enix has tried and tried to get Toy Story into Kingdom Hearts. I mean, thankfully now with Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Thankfully to Kingdom Hearts 3, we finally had Toy Story and Kingdom Hearts. I mean, hopefully that's not the only time we see Toy Story, though, in Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, like, even Kingdom Hearts 2, at least when it came to the final mix versions, right, there were actually, in the files, there was actually suggestions and even character models as well, unreally textured character models of Woody and Buzz as summons. Yeah, so they were going to have Woody and Buzz as summons that you can unlock in Kingdom Hearts 2 that was planned. But again, just the amount of different times that they tried getting Toy Story inside Kingdom Hearts is just absolutely crazy. But again, thankfully they finally managed to get Kingdom Hearts, or Toy Story in Kingdom Hearts 3, thankfully. Thankfully. Because again, that's definitely my all-time, my number one favorite Pixar Disney movie is Toy Story. I love the Toy Story franchise. And again, I really do hope they bring it back in the future of Kingdom Hearts. I hope the third game isn't the only Kingdom Hearts game to have Toy Story in it. Because it would be good to see some of the other toys, right? Like, maybe some of the newer characters, like Forky, right? Sora actually mating Forky from Toy Story 4. And maybe some of the other new characters coming in Toy Story 5, like the lily pad villain, right? Because again, that we do know the villain of Toy Story 5 being the lily pad tablet. The lily pad tablet that they actually have shown to us. And it'll be cool to see that whole Smarty Pete, or Stinky Pete, or Smarty Pants. I think it's Smarty Pants. You know, that, with that, you know, that talk show host. I think it is. I'm not sure of his name, but, you know, if that talk show host actually are voicing that new toy. But yeah, definitely would love to see Sora mate some of the newer toys to be in Toy Story 5. And again, see some of the other toys that we have not seen that were on the other movies. Like, I'm not too sure about Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. I mean, I'm pretty sure I may have heard and seen that they are going to be bringing back Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. I may be wrong about that. I mean, of course, they're going to have to recast them because the original actors died way back ago. So, yeah, they would definitely have to recast them. Gonna have to recast Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. But yeah, I definitely would love to see some more of the other toys from the other movies be inside Kingdom Hearts. Because I definitely would want to see Sora interact with, especially also Slinky. They would also need to recast Slinky as well. Right, because his actor's not here with us anymore as well. And it's just still cool to know that it's the guy who plays Slinky is also the guy who played what I'm also known, what he also played that I know of as Cooter, right? Cooter from that one Simpson episode, right? That Cooter guy, which he guest starred playing Cooter on that one season 9 Simpson episode, right? That con guy that worked with his son on the ring toss game, and the ones that took the Simpsons' house that when the Simpsons were trying to get the house back. But yeah, that was also Slinky on Toy Story. At least I'm pretty sure the first 3 Toy Stories. I'm not sure if he was in 4. He may have been in 4. I may have to look and see. I don't think he was in 4, but at least the first 3 movies he was in. But yeah, I'm not too sure about 4. And I definitely know not 5. Right? I definitely know he won't be in 5. Or they would definitely would have to recast Slinky too. Definitely will have to recast Slinky. So, let me see. Let me see. Toy Story 4. Let me just look. And let me see. Just look. I don't see anything that has Slinky. Or who played Slinky. I don't see. So I guess they didn't have Slinky even be voiced. Yeah, because I don't see Slinky. So I guess they didn't even. I'm guessing they didn't even have Slinky even talk in this movie. Because I don't see who actually played Slinky to even see. So yeah, and I can't remember exactly if Slinky even had somewhat of a talking role in Toy Story 4. And I know, trying to think. Of course, I didn't do go with where the the 3 good fairies were to get Maleficent. Of course. One of the movies I did watch not too long ago actually did have, there was a girl on there on the Karate Kid Legends movie, like the mom. She played a mom of the main character, the main kid that was doing the movie of the karate. See, the girl that actually played the mom character on there was actually the girl who actually played Mulan. Yeah, who actually played Mulan. So I thought that was pretty interesting how she was the one to play Mulan in, of course, the movies and in Kingdom Hearts as well. Pretty interesting, I'll say. Pretty interesting. That's that world completed. Again, you were able to breeze through these worlds and Birth by Sleep very fast. Again, just from the whole not watching the cutscenes kind of makes it a bit more, a bit more faster as well. And now let's go to Cinderella. I do like the boss in this world fighting Lucifer. Right, being able to fight Lucifer the cat, which that was one of my least favorite characters in the actual movie. Along with Lady Tremaine and Cinderella's stepsisters. Right. Were definitely some of my least favorite. And again, that's the whole reason why I am glad they made a slasher movie with Cinderella. Because ever since I've pretty much my whole life by far, I have always wanted Cinderella to get her revenge on the people that hurt her and humiliated her. Right? So yeah, I definitely have somewhat can say I have always been dreaming of seeing a movie with Cinderella that her actually getting her revenge from her stepsisters and stepmother and anybody else that humiliated her as well and broken her. Because yeah, Cinderella is definitely one of the saddest stories, Disney princesses saddest stories that you could ever know. And I'm pretty sure the original, which is another thing I think the whole like Cinderella's curse especially was based on, was the original story of Cinderella, right? Because I'm pretty sure the original actual story of Cinderella, I know Peter Pan was like the actual Peter Pan story was dark as well. Of course, when it comes to the Disney movies, of course they have to make them, kid appropriate, right? Kid appropriate, obviously, but the actual stories of these characters that Disney movies were based on were dark. So yeah, you can kind of understand them going these routes, kind of going with these routes on these slasher films. And again, I could say, or Peter Pan also worked as well. I would definitely say Peter Pan definitely worked pretty well for a slasher. I mean, people do. I have, and even can say this from my family as well, or at least one of my sisters have always told me of how, and always been told that it's like Peter Pan is the real villain, right? Peter Pan is the real villain, and Captain Hook is the real hero, right? He's the real hero. Peter Pan kidnaps the kids, basically, and Captain Hook only takes the kids because from Peter Pan because he's just trying to save the kids from Peter Pan, right? That's what I've always been told. I've from up until now, what I've always been told in my life, that with that whole, yeah, Peter Pan being the actual villain. I mean, yeah, Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare most definitely proves it, right? I mean, we actually seen poor Captain Hook on the movie, which I'm actually quite surprised they even had Captain Hook. Even if he wasn't even so throughout a whole lot of the movie, it is interesting that Captain Hook was actually in the movie. Even if he was captured by Peter, he was actually a prisoner of Peter. Kind of like Tinkerbell was a prisoner as well. Tinkerbell being one of the very first lost boy that we've learned from that movie. That Tinkerbell was actually one of the original first lost boys. And yeah, that was just very crazy as well. That was definitely very crazy. Definitely had some good step-ups for sure from the other movies. I mean, from what I've heard as well, with Pinocchio's movie, it's going to have an even bigger budget than, when it comes to Poe's movie. Like the second Winnie the Pooh movie. It's going to have an even bigger budget. Yeah, it's going to have an even bigger budget from the second Winnie the Pooh movie. Now, of course, we do know that Winnie the Pooh 3 is going to have a bigger budget as well from the first movie. Or, obviously the first movie. Duh. I meant the second movie. We have been told it's going to have a bigger budget than the second movie. But, same thing is going to be with Pinocchio's movie as well. Yeah, when it comes to Pinocchio's movie as well. This is always one of my favorite spots I can definitely say this. This is definitely one of my favorite spots to level up the length or the D lengths. I don't know why. This has always been one of my favorite spots to level up the D lengths. Just rolling on the just rolling on this ball, on this giant yarn ball, and leveling up the D lengths. Just rolling over the unversed. I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all also do this too. I'm sure there's a lot of y'all that also level up like this with the D lengths. But it just feels a lot faster as well. It just feels a bit faster to kind of do it as well. To do these level ups. Of course, when it comes to the summons that we see in the other games, of course we don't have to level up, right? Don't have to level up the summons. And I'm definitely gonna be getting Mega Flare eventually as well, doing the whole Mega Flare technique. Definitely will be doing that whole Mega Flare technique for sure. And again, we are, of course, going to be doing the Mirage Arena, all of the Mirage Arena as well. And, of course, that means getting the Ultima Weapon and the Royal Radiant as well. The Royal Radiant Keyblade. And we're going to be doing the Vanitas Remnant as well. The Vanitas Remnant and the Mysterious Figure, or Young Xehanort, as it obviously is, Young Xehanort. I definitely do the whole... Now, when it comes to the characters that I definitely do... What I definitely do with the Mysterious Figure... I 100% always go with Aqua or Van. Aqua or Van, I always go with when it comes to doing the Mysterious Figure on Birth by Sleep. Just because they have a way more better advantage. You know, like cartwheeling / dodge rolling, right? Like, they just have a much better advantage when you actually fight the Mysterious Figure. Poor Terra. I feel like he was just made very poorly. Either he was made very poorly in development, or it was just the secret boss themselves that were not play tested. I mean, some people have actually said, though, that either they wouldn't have been surprised, or that the actual secret bosses were actually not play tested. I mean, I'm sure Square Enix did play test the secret bosses. I'm sure they did play test them. Right, I'm sure they did play test them. But, I mean, you never know, though. This is the second time we've gone on to that side. Gotta go through this one over here. But, yeah, I can definitely... No, it's not this one. Hang on. No, it's not this one. I've done this level, or this world, so many times now. I don't know why I'm getting confused now. I know there's another hole. Or, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there's a hole over there. There's a hole over there. Okay, so there's only... Yeah, there's only 2 holes. Again, I've done this world so many times. Gone through this game... Ben's story so many times now. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm getting lost here. I mean, I guess I'm sort of am, kind of. Right, I guess I am kind of, sort of. Ain't it this way? Yeah, it's this way. There we go. Finally. There we go. Finally. Yeah, about time. I just kept going the wrong way there. Okay, here it is. There is the pink thread. The pink thread. Alright, now it's time to fight Lucifer. And no, not the Lucifer I'm sure a lot of people thinking of. Definitely not want to think of, but this cat. Right? And just the fact that we're even able to fight a cat as well. It's just pretty funny. Right? It's just pretty funny to actually think that. How we're actually able to fight a cat here. Like, definitely something for sure. I can definitely say. Yeah, that's... Hang on. That is... Cinderella's world completed. Yeah, completed Cinderella's world. Yeah, get out of there, Lucifer. Man, he looks so fat in that. On that shot. Lucifer just looks so fat on there. I don't know why. He just looks so chubby. I myself do have a lot of big cats. Well, 2 big cats that are very chubby. I'll definitely say for sure. Especially a big cat. I definitely do remember having. Which technically I have 2 big cats now, and I used to have a very big cat. And poor thing though, he just gotten so big that he just ended up dying just because of how fat he was. Which, yeah, definitely was very sad. I definitely do remember him though. Again, he was a big kitty. I mean, just because it had him just hardly being able to move around as well. He was just getting old as well. That's what's sadly happening to one of my other cats. I have 2 girl cats and 2 boy cats. I mean, I also used to have 2 boy cats back when I was little that are both died. One of them just fell over, like all of a sudden just flopped over. And of course that other one that I was just talking about, that was just getting very old and fat as well. And was really barely able to walk around too, and jumping off of very high spots too. That just is very sad. And again, that is happening sort of with one of my current cats, where she's just getting old, where she can't get up very high places. And yeah, she has 2 different colored eyes as well. I feel like we have noticed that we may say that she's actually starting to lose her eyesight, sadly. Yeah, very sad. It's very sad. And then I also had another cat, another girl cat, that just went outside and just ran away and never came back. Don't know what happened to it. Just went outside, ran away, We never saw it again. So yeah, I've definitely have been known to have a lot of, mainly the only pets that I've known to have was, of course, cats. I've always been a cat person. And yeah, of course I used to be terrified of dogs. Me and my brother used to be terrified of dogs when we were younger. Of course, we're not scared of dogs now, but we used to be terrified of them when we were younger. But yeah, we've seen lots of dogs, and again, just absolutely crazy though. Oh yeah, and also being able to meld. I can be able to meld here. Cure. Go ahead and do that. Get a cure raw on us. Head to Radiant Garden. Radiant Garden. And I have actually learned pretty recently that there is actually, on Kingdom Hearts 3, at least the Remind DLC, that there was actually a cut or a cancelled world that was actually going to be in the Remind DLC. And I feel like it might have actually been Quadratum, right? You know how on the secret episode of Birth by Sleep, when you're in the realm of darkness with Aqua, I feel like that was going to be something similar on Kingdom Hearts 3. Because, you know, we do have Quadratum in the whole battle arena with Yozora, right? We do have Quadratum. But what if it was actually, like, leading up to the actual fight with Yozora? Because, again, also, going back to the whole thing on Birth by Sleep, on the secret episode. Because, you know, you have the whole, with Aqua, you have exploring the realm of darkness with Aqua, and then having that boss fight at the end, once you explored several bits of the realm of darkness. I felt like something similar was going to happen, would have probably happened. Like, we would have actually explored Quadratum a little bit. I mean, most likely not as much as we're going to do in 4, right? Because obviously Quadratum is going to be the main whole thing of Sora in Kingdom Hearts 4. And maybe later games as well, because I'm sure Sora will probably be trapped in Quadratum for quite a bit of games after Kingdom Hearts 4. I feel like it's not going to be just Kingdom Hearts 4 he's going to be trapped in. I feel like he's going to be trapped there for a few more games probably after this 4th game. Right? Because I don't really see them having Sora trapped in Quadratum, of course, in the 4th game, and then being rescued on the same game. I feel like they may... I mean, this would probably just be my opinion, of course, but I feel like it would probably be also my idea, too, is if they just, you know, have Sora... Obviously, they're going to eventually rescue Sora, obviously. But I feel like probably wait several games, a few games after Kingdom Hearts 4. Because again, you kind of want to not... I feel like they don't want to have Sora be rescued on the same game that Quadratum is introduced in, right? Of course, we know from the end of Melody of Memories that Riku is on his way to rescue Sora in Quadratum. Right, we do know from the ending of Melody of Memories that he is going to rescue Sora. But yeah, I just honestly feel like they probably aren't going to have Sora be rescued when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 4 itself, but maybe have him trapped in Quadratum for quite a bit, maybe a few more games. You know what I mean, though? I just feel like it would probably be a better idea, right? At least that's how I would definitely do it. I mean, I'm not trying to make Square Enix, or, you know, trying not to sound like that, but, you know, at least that's definitely how I would do it, though. Just have Sora being trapped in Quadratum for a few games after the Force game, which, yeah, I'm sure there probably ain't going to be a lot more Kingdom Hearts games after the Force one, because again, with Nomura retiring in the next few years, I'm sure he's going to, of course, want to finish the Kingdom Hearts franchise before retiring. And of course, they would want to give us a happy ending, right? A very good ending. They would want to give us a very happy, very, very good ending. So, yeah, I feel like maybe towards the end of the series, Sora's going to be rescued, right? And be brought back home. And hopefully, him and Kairi will have a very special moment as well. Either if they get, like, together, right? Because, again, they've been friends since childhood, right? They've been friends for since the beginning of the series that we've seen from the first game. So, yeah, they've been friends for so long, and we've actually seen them develop some chemistry between the two, right? They've obviously hinted so many times at us with it when it comes to the Palpu fruit and everything like that. Like, yeah, these two are more than just friends. Most definitely. So, yeah, I think it would definitely be really, really good. And I think Square Enix is definitely aware as well. Definitely aware when it comes to this. And know that the Kingdom Hearts community would want to see them have somewhat of a pretty good moment together. Either if they share a kiss or something. I mean, would y'all honestly think they would do a kiss in Kingdom Hearts? Like, that's what I want to know. Would y'all wonder that? I mean, we've seen kisses in, you know, in movies and TV shows and stuff, so, and other video games as well. There would be a whole lot of them that would have kissing involved, because, you know, like Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, just to name a few. At least ones that I've played, right? So, yeah, I don't see why not Kingdom Hearts would not have anything like that. And I think that would just be a very touching, sweet moment, though, right? Sora and Kairi actually sharing a kiss with each other. I mean, I'm sure that would actually be Kairi's, you know, dream. That would probably be Kairi's dream at this point. I'm just gonna say, like, Kairi would probably have always dreamed of sharing a kiss with Sora. I mean, I myself, but a lot of other people too, do ship Kairi and Sora together. Kind of like how people would ship Riku and Naminé. Right? Riku and Naminé. I mean, I know there's that whole fandom with people shipping Sora and Riku, but I most certainly prefer Sora and Kairi, of course. And having Roxas and Sion, right? Roxas and Sion, Riku and Naminé. Um, people would probably say Terra and Aqua as well. I mean, of course, they are friends, right? They're not siblings, as some people may wonder if they're like siblings, but obviously no. Van, Aqua, and Terra are all friends with each other. None of them are siblings or anything like that. I'm sure a lot of people would probably be confused on that and kind of wonder that. But yeah, they are not siblings. So yeah, Aqua and Terra. Yeah, I could definitely say on that. Now I'm not sure about Ven though, like Ventus. I'm not sure about Ventus. I can't really say for him. Yeah, I can't really say for him. Now, obviously, Marluxia and Larxene, right? Marluxia and Larxene are definitely something for sure. Well, at least when it comes to Larxene, because obviously we could, just from the different hints and stuff in the series, especially the whole in Kingdom Hearts 3 with Larxene saying that she was really just along for the ride. You know, when after you defeat her in the Keyblade Graveyard, and she's like, my secret. When Sora's like, you're along with the ride with, like, wondering who she was with, just for the, along for the ride. And obviously it's Marluxia, right? Obviously it's Marluxia is the reason why she was along for the ride. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we actually see Marluxia returning, you know, since he's recompleted, of course, see his true body, right? His human form, right? His human form, which I cannot remember how you pronounce his and Larxene's actual recompleted names, because of course it's not Marluxia and Larxene. That's their nobody names when they were nobodies. I cannot remember how you would actually say their actual names, right? But I wouldn't be surprised if they appear in Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, considering that, again, just from the screenshots and the reveal trailer of Kingdom Hearts 4, we see Starlitzia, which is Marluxia's sister. Yeah, Marluxia's sister. So, yeah, I definitely would not be surprised if Marluxia would be, you know, him being recompleted and all, be human again. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually appears, just because when it comes to his sister, right? With his sister being in Kingdom Hearts 4. And if Marluxia's returns, obviously Larxene would probably as well. Since most of the time we always see Marluxia and Larxene together, right? So, I would definitely say if Marluxia returns, most certainly Larxene's going to be the same. Yeah, it would be the same. But we'll just have to wait and see, though. Again, sadly, or surprisingly, the Tokyo Game Show happened pretty recently, and I didn't even realize that it was already past the Tokyo Game Show. But yeah, the whole Tokyo Game Show has already passed, and yet no Kingdom Hearts 4 information. Yeah, so, and obviously, at this point, I feel like 2026 is going to be our next point on seeing any information. Because, yeah, we still have the Game Awards, right? We still got the Game Awards in December. But what are the chances that, you know, what are the chances that Kingdom Hearts appears at the Game Awards? My expectations are very low, because just from the past, I don't ever recall Kingdom Hearts showing up at the Game Awards. Like, I just don't ever recall. I mean, again, there's always a first for everything, right? There's always a first for everything, but just looking from the past and stuff, I just don't honestly... I'm not expecting Kingdom Hearts 4 at the Game Awards. I hate to say it, but... And yeah, that's really the only big event that is happening. You know, a major event. No other state of plays or PlayStation showcases that there may be before the year ends. But besides that, the Game Awards is really the last major event of 2025 of this year that has yet to happen. But again, I honestly don't know at this point, and I don't see the Game Awards having it. I just don't see it having it. That's just my honest opinion, of course. My honest opinion. I'm not expecting anything for Kingdom Hearts at the Game Awards. Now, people are wondering about Spyro, right? Spyro 4 at the Game Awards. Again, I don't want to get my hopes up as well. It's really just a point of, let's just wait and see what happens, right? Let's just wait and see what happens at the Game Awards. I mean, a lot of people also would probably remember, too, that we did get that whole, that whole tweet post from Toys for Bob that actually posted some new artwork of Spyro for the 27-year anniversary, and a lot of people are actually believing and wondering, is this a first official tease of Spyro's new design in Spyro 4? Like, from that post from Toys for Bob on the anniversary. Like, is that our first proper official tease, first look from Toys for Bob of Spyro's new design? I mean, I still even wonder if Spyro should get a redesign for Spyro 4. I mean, yeah, obviously Crash made sense. Crash made sense to get a redesign from Crash 4, or the Insane Trilogy, to Crash 4, because it was different companies, different studios, right? It made sense, because it was different studios. Vicarious Visions that did the Insane Trilogy, and of course Toys for Bob with Crash 4. So obviously it made sense for Crash to get a redesign when it comes to the Force game. But honestly, I wouldn't be disappointed either if they just stick with the Insane Trilogy design, especially if Toys for Bob is developing the game. Might as well just stick with the Reignited Trilogy design, right? I mean, again, they could do a new design too, but I honestly think that, yeah, if Toys for Bob is the ones to actually do Spyro 4, yeah, might as well probably stick with the Reignited design. But again, I'll be happy for whichever one they decide to do, though. I mean, yeah, of course, obviously, Spyro 4 is going to happen. Of course. 100%. Right, we all know that Spyro 4 is going to happen. It's just a matter of when the official announcement is. Right, that's what we've been saying for many years. When the official announcement, that the official trailer, reveal trailer for Spyro 4 will be. I mean, just look at how many units, how many copies that Spyro Reignited sold worldwide. It went past like a million, like a milestone. It went past a milestone. So obviously, it does so that, yeah, Spyro does need a new game. I mean, the same thing happened with Crash 4. Right? The same thing happened with Crash 4. When the Insane Trilogy hit a milestone. Right? When it hit a million copies, million units sold, that was also the sign that, yeah, about Crash 4 being made. So yeah, the same thing happened with Spyro, with the Reignited Trilogy, how it hit the massive milestone. And of course, it's just a matter of when, like, if, let's say, Spyro 4 has been in development. I mean, do I honestly see Spyro 4 been in development for a few years, for quite a long time? Yeah, I could see Spyro 4 being in development for maybe couple of years. I mean, do think about it. Do remember, Crash 4 It's About Time began development in 2017. Toys for Bob did say that they did begin working development on Crash 4 sometime the same year on the Insane Trilogy in 2017. That was when the development of Crash 4 began. Of course, it was a few months, had to be a few months, or a little bit after the Insane Trilogy released, of course. But yeah, they did say that it began development in the same year. And of course, it released in 2020 as well, which, again, is very lucky. It's very lucky that Crash 4 did release in 2020, considering what kind of a year it was, right? Which I don't really like looking back at 2020, to be honest. Right? Just of how the world was in 2020. Definitely not a year I honestly don't like looking back at. Unless if it's really good stuff like Crash 4, let's say. Right? And of course, the final updates for Nitro Fueled. Right? The last 2 Grand Prix that came out, and the post Grand Prix update, right? And of course, Crash on the Run also released that same year too. Yeah, it also released that same year too. So definitely got to remember that as well. But again, definitely besides the good things that came out in 2020, really that the year itself, especially for the world, definitely was not a very good year. I'm sure a lot of people would not want to remember. But just definitely think on when it comes to the positive stuff that has happened in that year, just looking back at. Don't we have... No, we don't. Okay. We don't. Alrighty then. Meld. Go to the melding. Meld that. Meld that. And meld that. And that. Get Kiraga. Look at that. Kiraga still early in the game. How about that? That's what I love about the melding, though. what I definitely love about the melding. That we're able to get commands like this very early that you would probably not normally get until later on in the game. Right, like stuff that commands that you would probably not get later on into the story. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of all days. I'm going to get rid of these nobodies. I mean, not nobodies. Unversed. Unversed. Saying nobodies. Wrong game. Alright, wrong game. Saying nobodies. Yeah. Gosh, I don't know why my left eye just started itching all of a sudden. Don't you hate it when that happens? Your eye just starts itching for no reason. I have that happen quite a bit. Sometimes in the mornings, like when I first wake up. That especially is aggravating, and how very watery it is too. Like very watered it gets. It can definitely be very, very annoying. Like, how hard is it to get some of the things that you need, right? On leveling up the D-links. There we go. That's what I wanted. Leveled up, well, besides Mickey, of course. Gotten all of them except Mickey. Which that's all fine and good, I will say. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Those noises, at least. I don't know what that was about. Now we have Disney Town, Olympus, Hercules, and Deep Space, aka Lilo and Stitch. Well, yes, it has Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, but I don't consider it a Lilo and Stitch world. Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't really consider it a Lilo and Stitch world. Because, yes, it has Stitch. Yes, it has Captain Gotru. Yes, it has Dr. Jimba. Yes, it has the Grand Councilwoman. But it doesn't have Lilo, right? So I don't really consider it a proper Lilo and Stitch world. That's what we need. A proper, official Lilo and Stitch world, right? That has the island that they live on. The island that Lilo and Stitch lives on. We need as a world in Kingdom Hearts. We really do need that in Kingdom Hearts. A proper Lilo and Stitch world. Because I just do not count Deep Space to be a Lilo and Stitch world. Even though it has the characters in it from Lilo and Stitch. I just do not count it. At least I can't get myself. I can't make myself count it as a proper, or as a Lilo and Stitch world. I just can't do that to myself. I can't say it myself that calling it a Lilo and Stitch world when it doesn't even have Lilo in it. I mean, certainly all of y'all would probably understand what I'm going at with. And yeah, it is a fascinating level, or world, I would say, deep space. But again, we most certainly do need a proper Lilo and Stitch world. We need in Kingdom Hearts. We need Sora to meet Lilo, and maybe his sister as well. Like we most definitely need to see. Don't y'all agree though? We most certainly do need a Lilo and Stitch world before the Kingdom Hearts franchise ends. And of course we need to see Moana as well, and Zootopia, and Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet would definitely be a really good one. I mean, I did mention this before, but Treasure Planet, I mean, not on this stream here exactly, but I have mentioned before in the past that Treasure Planet was actually going to be in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance on the 3D, because on the 3DS, since it was originally released on the 3DS, there was actually a file in the files of the game that actually shows an untextured ship that was going to be a world. And some actually suggest, especially the code name, the name that actually shows on the file actually suggests of what a lot of people assume was going to be Treasure Planet. I mean, yeah, Treasure Planet is definitely a really good movie. I mean, I feel like it's definitely underrated as well. An underrated Disney movie, I would definitely say. So yeah, Treasure Planet definitely deserves to be in Kingdom Hearts as well. Especially when it comes to the story. I feel like the story definitely would probably fit just how, Kingdom Hearts has been in the past. With its story. I feel like it would definitely be really good. I would definitely say, for sure, at least. Definitely. Wouldn't y'all say, though? And again, I definitely did like the live-action Lilo and Stitch. Definitely a pretty good live-action. Obviously, of course, I would prefer the original because of Captain Gotru being the antagonist. Because in the live-action, not only that they removed him from the movie, but, of course, they also had to change some parts of the movie, like the whole dress-up scene that y'all may remember from the original. I mean, yeah, there still was sort of a dress-up part in the live-action, but it's not like how it was in the original. And, of course, they had to replace Captain Gotru as the antagonist to the Dr. Jumbo guy, who created Stitch. They had to make him the antagonist, the main villain of the movie, of the live action. They had to make him the villain instead of Captain Gotru. I mean, yeah, you would definitely tell that, of course, he was not necessarily a villain in the original, right? Yeah, the Dr. Jumbo guy definitely isn't really a villain, I would say. Yeah, I don't really consider him a villain. I mean, I'm sure they probably portray him as a villain, but I don't really see him as a villain, though. Maybe that's just me, though. But, yeah, obviously in the live action, they definitely did make him a villain. And you can definitely catch on pretty easily that he is the villain in the live action. Most definitely. You can catch on pretty easily. You can catch it on pretty easily there. Catching it on pretty easy. Okay, gonna use the Aqua D-Link. Yeah, the whole Mickey D-Link actually has the double XP as well, which is pretty interesting. Definitely pretty interesting, I can definitely say. There's actually a pretty interesting technique that you can actually do in the Mirage Arena to get, you know, the medals, right? To get the medals that you would need on some of the different parts to get higher on of the levels and the Mirage Arena. Definitely interesting, though. Most definitely interesting. Really, he made me not use the whole the magnet. There we go. Yeah, very interesting there. I would definitely say that whole section is not the worst as well. Definitely not the worst. Let's see. Yeah, definitely get another Kiraga. Also get one of these. So expensive too. 600 money. 600 money. Like, yeah, that's that's pretty expensive, I would definitely say. I'm gonna keep the Ignite. Definitely keep the Ignite. Sell the potions, because of course I got Cure. Or I got Kiraga, so I don't really need the potions here. Now when it comes to the whole Vanitas Remnant, I am gonna wait, or I will make sure I have like elixirs and stuff for that. But I don't really have to have that right now. And yeah, Ignite for 600 as well. Like, again, so expensive. It's just crazy how expensive some of these are. Some of these commands are. And let's see. I felt like there's something. No? Okay, yeah, I felt like there's something I needed to put on there, but I guess not. At least I can't think of it. Yeah, I can't think of it at least. This whole gravity bat, being able to turn off the gravity is really cool here. Turning off the gravity. Gonna turn that off. Just so I can get over to this chest over here. Of course I did not want that. It's fine though. It's all fine and good. All fine and good. Oh yeah, this part here. This section. Quite interesting, for sure. Definitely a quite interesting section. Turn on this. I mean, I don't necessarily have to get this chest up there that we're gonna get to. I don't necessarily have to get the chest up there. Okay, this guy. This guy. Alright, this machine shooting me. Yeah, this thing's shooting me. It's definitely annoying for sure. Oh wait, I did have it off. I did have it off. Jesus, these things. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're probably gonna end up getting killed because of these things. Yeah, we ended up dying because of them. Of course, we're gonna have to redo that chest. Okay, I'm not... You know what? I'm not gonna worry about that chest up there. Yeah. Because again, we've already gotten where we can unlock the secret and final episodes. We've already done that. Way back then. So, I don't have to get those again. Those Xehanort reports again. I don't have to do all that again. So, yeah, we're fine. We're all good. Alright, this fight here, with Stitch being able to help us. And yeah, just how we're able to take so little damage here. And again, it's just because of the whole battle level as well. Right? The whole battle level. And just depending on what level you're actually on as well. Right? What level you are. Depends on the battle level. And again, the ignites are definitely broken. I can definitely say. The ignites are definitely some of the most broken magics that you can actually have. Just how they're able to drain so much XP. Or, not XP. HP. How they're able to drain so much of it. There we go. Lilo and Stitch, or Deep Space completed. Think we'll go... Might as well go ahead and get Disney Town out of the way. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get Disney Town out of the way. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't like the visit of Disney Town with Ventus, right? When it comes to Ventus, I wouldn't say that, but probably not one of my favorites as well. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say I hate it, but definitely not one of my favorites compared to either, well, really Terra's I love more. Terra's visit I especially love on Disney Town. I definitely love because it's the whole Rumble racing. And you know how I am with racing as well. I definitely love me some racing. So, yeah, I definitely love the whole Rumble racing. And I know a lot of y'all have definitely, or some of y'all have definitely shown to me on how y'all love some racing as well. Again, I'm glad I'm not the only one on that. And yeah, here we just gotta do a rhythm. Yeah, basically we have to do some rhythm. Some rhythm. To make the ice cream here. Definitely something for sure, though. Definitely for sure. And Again, not really one of my personal favorites as well. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Huey, Dewey, Louie. Again, just the amount of points, too, that on needing as well. Could definitely be something. Missed those, too. Probably going to have to try again. Because I'm pretty sure we're not going to make it to the actual goal that we need. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did not make it to the goal. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. I mean, look at all that ice cream. Look at all that ice cream. Yep, we didn't make it. I had a feeling that we probably weren't going to make it. Again, it's a certain amount of points that you need. Yeah, you need to get a certain amount of points in order of the score in order to get it. I can tell you one thing. I definitely cannot get all excellent. Like, imagine that. I'm sure there probably is some people that actually managed to get all of them on excellent. Right? Like, every one of them of the scores would be excellent. I wouldn't be surprised, though. What do you mean? I was pressing on that one, right? I was pressing on that one. What do you mean, poor? Right? What do you mean on that? I want to know for sure what you meant by that. Yeah, that's definitely not even up there either. Yeah, that was probably way even worse. That was probably even worse compared to the last time. That was definitely worser than the last time. I mean, I can honestly say that. That was a pretty sucky attempt. Right? That was a pretty sucky attempt there. I mean, some of this ice cream looks very, very good, though. I mean, I definitely would not eat the green ice cream, though. I wouldn't eat that. I definitely would not eat that kind of ice cream. Pretty sure it's mint ice cream. What do you mean poor? I mean, I got the rhythm right. We did the rhythm right. So what do you mean poor? I have no clue. And let's see. I don't think we get it again either. Okay, we actually did do it. Okay. Well, that's Disney Town completed. Again, yeah, it's definitely one of the shortest, I swear. Disney Town is definitely one of the shortest, because all it is a minigame. All you're doing is a minigame. That's all you're doing. So yeah, it's definitely one of the shortest in the game. Definitely one of the shortest worlds in the game that you can do. So let's go to Hercules now. And I especially love the Olympus on this world because, yeah, you're actually seeing young Hercules, right, before he became a hero. It's just really cool to actually see the young Hercules in Kingdom Hearts. Like, it's just really cool to actually see. So very cool here. And, of course, we have Zack from Final Fantasy And sadly, this is the only game that we actually see Zack in on Kingdom Hearts. I mean, if you've played Aqua's story on Birth by Sleep, you know, Zack actually asked Aqua on a date. And sadly, they never got to do that date. Because, for one, Aqua got lost in the realm of darkness for a decade. And then, two, Zack never showed again in the series. So, I'm pretty sure in the Final Fantasy games, at least, like, the Zack character ended off getting killed. I'm guessing. Maybe that's why he just never appeared again. Maybe that's why. I'm not too sure exactly. Again, I never played the Final Fantasy games, so I can't say for sure. Yeah, I definitely can't say for sure. I mean, pretty interesting to actually play the Final Fantasy games, but I've never played them. Yeah, I've never done the Final Fantasy games. Of course, we have the chest here. Right, have our good old classic chest. Collecting the chest here. I'm not sure exactly which one on the Olympus visits that I like on Birth by Sleep. I mean, I kind of like all three of them, really. I kind of like all three of the visits on all three characters. I mean, Aqua and Terra, we actually get to fight Zack. Right? And, of course, with Van, I about said Roxas, but with Van, we actually train with Hercules. Right? We actually do some training with Hercules here. So, yeah, I think that's pretty interesting, though. Definitely something. Definitely something for sure. There you go. Again, we just got to get a higher score than Herc. We got to get a much bigger score than Herc. It's pretty fun, though. I will definitely say. It's pretty fun. Yeah, this one here can definitely be something, though, because he definitely steps up his game here, so you definitely got to watch Herc. You definitely got to watch Herc here, because he definitely steps up his game on this round, for sure. And it's still not all that bad, either. Definitely not all that terrible. Definitely. But yeah, again, he can catch up pretty quick if you're not careful. So yeah, that's another thing. Make sure to, especially get those big ones. Those big pots, definitely make sure that you get. Because they definitely are worth a lot of points on your scores. On your score chart. It's definitely worth a lot of points. So yeah, definitely make sure you get those. Those are definitely the main ones. Oh yeah, and he can also stun you, too. If you're not careful. You can get stunned. I mean, you can actually stun Herc as well. But, I mean, yeah, I'm sure we're pretty good here. I'm pretty sure we're in the clear here. Because we got like 100, at 130. So, yeah, I think we're I think we're pretty good here. Wouldn't y'all say? Yeah, we managed to beat him 154 to 104. So yeah, we managed to beat Herc there. We managed to beat Herc for sure. Definitely managed to beat Herc. And now it's time to finish up Olympus by doing this fight with these unversed. Definitely quite interesting, though. Most definitely. Very, very interesting with all these unversed. And I don't even honestly think that you even defeat all of them as well. Like, only just a little bit of these unversed that you defeat. Yeah, being able to swing Van as well is just really cool. Being able to swing him around. Yeah, there we go. See? I thought that's what was tickling my eyelash. There was a hair on my glasses. I thought that's what it was tickling my eyelash. Because there was something that was just bothering me there. And yeah, it was just a hair on my glasses. It was hair on my glasses, though. So that's what was getting on me. I definitely felt something. It was definitely a weird feeling, for sure. So that's what it was. I don't know why. It just always seemed to always find a hair on my glasses. I don't know why. But now it's time for Neverland. And yeah, actually exploring Neverland. Unlike on the first Kingdom Hearts game, for example, where yeah, it's Neverland, or it's called Neverland, right, when you go into the world, but you're not actually at Neverland, because you're just on Captain Hook's ship, right, on the first game. But here, we're actually exploring Neverland, which I definitely do appreciate, that you actually get to explore Neverland in Birth by Sleep on here. You get to actually properly explore Neverland. Yeah, we're very kind of low battle level here, so to take any damage to these unversed. Fleeting Crystal, Mega Ether. I mean, if it was the whole Peter Pan on Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare, and it's saying, well, who wants to go to Neverland with me? Yeah, I mean, just imagine that, though. Just being told, who wants to come to Neverland with me? Would you want to go? Probably not. I would definitely say no. Like, that would be a very bad idea. And you see a van. And it says, let's go to Neverland as well. Like, yeah, if you see a van like that, that's your cue to run. Run as fast as you can. Don't look back. Don't look back. Just run as fast as you can. Because, yeah. You do not want to be going to Neverland with Peter. Especially that Peter on the movie, you especially don't want to go to Neverland. Most definitely not. And again, the whole Pennywise like reference as well on the movie when he's underneath the floorboard, right, poking himself out on the floorboard, trying to lure the kid, right, where he's saying "wake wakey, peekaboo," right, like him just luring the bit of the floorboard where you can just see him just from is basic, definitely like a Pennywise reference, right, when talking with Georgie. Definitely definitely a reference, definitely 100%. Like, just see both scenes. See both of those scenes together. That whole scene on Neverland Nightmare and on it as well. You can very well see the similarities to each other. Like, for real. You can very well see the similarities with each other on both scenes. 100%. 100%. Like, I can't be the only one that definitely got that reference. I mean, even from the trailer of Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare, I knew for a fact what that was a reference to. Because clearly I knew that was a reference to that movie. 100%. So, I found that quite interesting. Found that quite interesting for sure. Let's see. Meld. Can I... Okay, I can't do that. Well, if I go to, yeah, Peter's hideout, if I go to Peter's hideout and go into here, buy myself another block, and I go into the meld, I can get that, and I can get that, and I guess I'll put that. There we go. Renewal block. Definitely want a renewal block for sure. That's definitely going to be something you definitely would want. A renewal block. All the way. All the way. Definitely would need a renewal block. That will definitely be your best friend. And yes, we got Glide. We have gotten Glide as well. Until we get Super Glide from Disney Town. Right. Until I get it on Disney Town. Yeah, the whole fight with Captain Hook is quite something, though. And probably known to be one of the hardest fights. One of the hardest fights in not only BBS, but Kingdom Hearts as well. I'm going to probably change my deck as well. Yeah, I'll probably change my deck a bit. Do I have another potion or cure? Yeah, I got Cure Raw. That'll do. That'll do. Just need another potion for this fight with Captain Hook. Let's go, Hook. And yeah, I don't even think... Hang on. Okay, Ignite does work. I guess he just somehow blocked it. But yeah, the whole renewal block, if you manage to block it correctly, right, you're able to actually get your HP, your health restored. So yeah, that's what I definitely really like. Get over there. Hook. Yeah, just using fire on him. Using as much fire as we can on Hook here. And yeah, if you have lots of pretty good commands that you can use, then yeah, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Boom, there we go. Captain Hook defeated. Again, we made him very easy as well. Like I said, it just depends though. Right, it just depends how you approach Captain Hook as well. On going on to the fight. Most definitely. Most definitely. Yensid Tower. Or Yensid's Tower. Yeah, that was obviously, of course, Neverland completed as well. So yeah, we finished all of the story visits. Get the chest here. Get the chest. And then we can go upstairs and get the Donald and Mickey Daylink as well. Yeah, definitely a very short visit as well. And then head back to the Keyblade Graveyard, or the Badlands. And then go to the Land of Departure, just for that cutscene. Or just for the cutscenes there. And then Destiny Islands, which is nothing but cutscenes. Yeah, Destiny Islands on Birth by Sleep is nothing but cutscenes. So there we go. And we got the Lost Memory Keyblade. Definitely a pretty good Keyblade, I would definitely say, for sure. Yeah, definitely a pretty good Keyblade, I will definitely say. And now, since before doing the final boss with Vanitas, I guess we could go ahead and do though, right? I guess we could go ahead and do Vanitas. I don't see why not, right? Before we go and unlock all the... Nope. Not yet. Yeah, go to the Keyblade Graveyard. To the Keyblade Graveyard. To the Keyblade Graveyard. Keyblade Graveyard. Keyblade Graveyard. Keyblade Graveyard. Yeah, I am hilarious. I am hilarious. Thank you for noticing that. Now these parts here are something for sure as well. Of course I would get trapped in it. Alright, of course I would get trapped in it. But yeah, they are kind of annoying, and yeah, there is a way to outdo them too. I mean, that probably could have done something good with the whole super glide, right? The whole super glide. Maybe I should have gotten that first before going into here. Yeah, maybe I should have gotten that. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. 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 And again, you have to defeat all of these to continue as well. Like, there's no way to be able to just leave this area. Definitely not a way to just leave the area. Like, there are so many of these, though. I swear. There's just so many of these. So many of these. So many. Yeah, the whole fight with Vanitas is something as well. Especially the whole final fight with Vanitas. Definitely. Definitely is something. Can we go? No! No! We didn't outrun it! Of course we didn't. Wow. Yeah, of course we didn't. Of course we didn't. Alright. So yeah, we gotta do this here. And I guess there is a way to kind of get out of this area, and that's of course dying. Right? Getting killed. Alright, I guess that's one way you could get out of this area without fighting the unversed, but what if you actually get into it again? Alright, get back into this area, then what? That's what I want to know. Then what? Then what you'll do? I don't know why I didn't really think of using the D-links here. I mean, yeah, that would definitely be really good here. Just use the D-links. Using the D-links here definitely will help out tons. Definitely would help out tons here. Man, these unversed. These unversed are so annoying. Like, Jesus, these unversed. A lot of these unversed can just be really crazy. Especially these types of ones. They are definitely some of the most craziest. Alright. Where are we going to end up? Are we going to be where I think we are? Yep. There we go. Haha. Managed to outbait those other... You know what I'm saying. What can we sell here? Okay, for one, I don't need that. for another. Don't need these potions. Just trying to sell some of these things that I know I won't need. The elixirs I can come back for, obviously. So, yeah, those are fine. I'll get another Kiraga. Definitely can't be too careful with the Kiragas here. I'll replace these with, I guess, maybe that. I don't know. So let's go. Vanitas. 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 Yeah, I managed to beat or start a new game and beat the game to the final boss in one stream here. How about that? Again, that's another thing. Birth by Sleep is definitely one that you can easily do that. Right? You can start a new game and finish it on the same day. You can finish it and start a new game and finish it on the same day. Okay, so yeah, that was completely useless. I can definitely say that. Yeah, that was definitely useless there. Good thing to note that. Yeah, this fight with Vanitas right here is definitely something. Yeah, this whole strike raid actually wasn't what I thought it would be. To be honest, I'm pretty sure on other fights, Vanitas is actually, like, you can actually use the whole ignite on him, and it would actually hurt him. But you're not able to on here. Yeah, I'm not able to on here. Definitely not able to here. Okay, he's gonna go back onto the Keyblades here, which, yeah, it can be very annoying to try to hit him here. Like very annoying. Like, very, very annoying to try to hit him while he's on the Keyblades. Yeah, only 2 phases, too. 2 phases with him. Just 2 phases. Okay, I can't use the whole focus when he's like that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, why'd you have to get back on the Keyblades right when we're about to have taken you out? Like, he just had to do it right before we took him out. There we go. And yeah, his whole final phase is definitely something. Definitely something for sure. It's like dive to the heart, right? We're on the dive to the heart stained glass in this fight, which is just really unique here. Definitely unique here. Oh, we're gonna die here. Yep, we're dead. I had a feeling we were gonna die there. Had a feeling. Thankfully, it doesn't make you do the whole fight again if you die. Like, you can do the whole retry, and you'll be back to this part. That's what I'm very happy about. Took me out again. I mean, aren't we, like, very early level 20? Like, in the 20s? I feel like that. I mean, I have beaten all 3 characters' stories at level 1. I have done all 3 characters at level 1 before. And yeah, I'd probably say Vanitas was definitely the hardest to do at level 1, for sure. Like, for sure. I would definitely say his was definitely the hardest to do. When doing this at level 1. Like, I could just say that. Definitely say that from experience on doing the game at level 1. Oh yeah, and I do remind you too that we do not have second chance or once more or leaf bracer as well. We actually don't have those abilities. Yeah, we actually don't have those abilities equipped. At least not yet, so... Yeah, just to think we're actually doing this without those abilities just makes it even more crazy. Just makes it even more crazier, the fact that we're just doing this without using those abilities. Just using those not using those abilities. Now we have the finishing hit here. See how this goes here. Okay, yeah, that's a fail. Again, you gotta make sure you get this right here. Definitely make sure you get this right in order to finish off Vanitas here. But yeah, this whole part is definitely something for sure. Definitely something. And the broken glass too is very unique. the broken glass here that you see around the arena. Alright, as long as we don't mess this up, we'll be able to finish Vanitas here. As long as we don't mess up here, we'll be able to finish Vanitas right there. When doing the whole finish him move to finish off the fight. Or the last word, I should say. There we go. Managed to do it. We have managed to do it. But yeah, that'll conclude this stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Make sure your phone notifications turn on so anything new. And yeah, next time will be, well, I will of course be doing some leveling off screen, of course. Right, I'll be doing some leveling and just some other stuff off screen. I won't be doing any of the bosses off screen though. I will wait to do them on screen with y'all. But definitely going to be like getting some of the abilities and stuff as well before then. But yeah, definitely like to know what y'all think. Let me know down below. Get to the next one.